Okay, here is how to make a portrait on a 12 by 18 piece of paper. So I'm going to use a ruler to make sure my head doesn't end up being too small. So I'm going to go down to 8 here, and then if I put it at 3, that'll be about 3 inches on one side, 3 inches on the other side. And so it'll be, I can make a very light rectangle. I'm pressing very lightly and very gently because I want to be able to erase this. I don't want a big box around my person's head permanently. But sometimes people have a difficult time making ovals. So if you make a box first, that can help you out. And you can also figure out where to put the eyes and make sure everything's symmetrical if you have a T-shape down the middle. So in order to make this into an oval, you're going to cut off these corners, and you can kind of put a rounded shape in the corner like that. Kind of steadies you out. See, and then you're trying to make these corners look alike. Depending upon what jaw shape you have, this could be more narrow down here. So once you do that, happily you can erase, because you were pressing lightly, these corners off of it, because we don't need corners on our person's face. And then you can decide on a shape for, or your nose is going to be halfway from here to here. So look, 2 inches, that's your nose. If you make your nose wide like that, then you can use this same length if you come up for this, the eyes too. So what is this, like 1 inch? The eyes can be as long as 1 inch too. And then to make the eyes, so then there's an eye distance between the eyes. It's not totally perfect. I don't think this is an exact inch out here. Maybe it is. Yeah, 6 inches. Okay. No, that's 5 inches across. Okay. So then you can draw the eyes in. Use a frown and a smile. Draw your baseball, your hockey puck, your golf balls. Shade in. And then you can decide on what your eyelid looks like. Maybe you have an East Asian eye, so you can cut off the tear duct here and then come across like that. That's the epicanthic fold. So you can decide how you want to do that. Put some eyebrows in. And then for your nose, parentheses, or a C in the backward C. And then down here, 2 little frowny faces, and that looks like a pig if you don't put a little bulb on the nose right here. All right, there we go. And then one side usually has a shadow, so decide where you're gonna have your shadow. And then right here, let's see how many inches we have left. We have 2 inches left. So if I put right here at 1 inch, that's gonna be where the middle of the mouth is. So then you can make your 2 mountains, your river, and your boat to make a mouth. And then you can look at this jaw. See if your face is as wide as that. If it's not, you can kind of look at the shape. Maybe it's narrower. And then you got to get to the hair. So I always think of this like if you go to swim practice and you put a swim cap on, because a third of this face should be hair. So right about there, that's, you have to have enough room to have forehead. And then once you have this in, you have like a curtain on each side. So you have to look at the shape of what yours looks like. And it comes over like this, right next to where your ear will be. So your ear is gonna line up with your eyebrow and your nose. And you can just draw a very elongated letter C. And then at the top, you can put a mark there and then a V on its side, and then a little U, the letter U right there. So backward C, V, that little triangle that comes out, and then little letter U. We got ears. Okay, and then you want to draw your hair standing off your head so it doesn't look like it's slicked down. So you can draw whatever hairstyle you have. And neck and shoulders. So if I slide down, like that, down from the tear duct on the outside, that's where the neck lines up. Come over here. Boop, 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 boop. There's where the neck lines up. And then your shoulders should be as wide as your head. So we have 6 inches here. Oh my, this is gonna go right off the paper. So your shoulders come way out here. And then you can decide if you want a V-neck on your clothing, or maybe this person, it's cold, so they're wearing a shirt underneath, or a scoop neck with it's like 2 smiles or 2 V's. And that's how you get your portrait started.